Let's see. Joshy Boy from X, thank you very much for asking questions over on X. It's good to get more involvement, on the other channels. Living a carnivore lifestyle for over a month, dealing with some stress in my life. Any advice for falling asleep or sleeping better on this way of eating? Would melatonin help? Yeah, melatonin can absolutely help. Also, getting your light hygiene, is really important. Getting out in the sun in the morning, try to get out during the day. Your brain tells the time by what frequency of lights are coming in. So you're just indoors all the time. It's not good with artificial lights, especially. It actually can screw up your circadian rhythm quite a lot. It's a bigger deal than people realize. And so you want to sort of address that. I heard a statistic the other day about kids, but it applies to adults too. I mean, let's not kid ourselves, but that kids and adults, people in general, spend less time outdoors than a prisoner in a supermax prison. It's kind of crazy to think about, right? But they get 1 hour of yard time a day. How many kids are outside for an hour the whole day? It's like they're never happening. They're going to school, then coming home, and they're indoors playing video games or on their phone. That's it. They're never outside, unless they play sports or something like that. Then they're sort of forced to be outside. But that's could be for an hour or two, right? And that's what the supermax prisoners get, And we think of that it's a bit weird because we could go out at any time and a prisoner can't, but we choose not to, or we choose to do something else instead. So choose to go outside, get outside, get sun in your eyes or on your skin, do something outside, do something interesting. It's much better outside. Just don't be that guy. It's just stuck indoors all the time. It's hard to do that sometimes. I have to make it a point to do it as well, but do. And then at night, get the lights down. Turn off these lights. Don't have these just glaring lights all over the house. It's really, really bad for you. It screws up your melatonin. You're not going to make any melatonin. You're not going to go to sleep very well. You're not going to have a good restful sleep when you get there, or as restful as you would. And you won't produce as much growth hormone, which is actually a big deal. So growth hormone keeps you young, keeps your tissues growing and healing and repairing. And so you want that, because the growth hormone starts going down, you age faster. And so, this is why a lot of, anti-aging clinics, they prescribe growth hormone. They keep that up so you don't age as fast. And, a lot of these Hollywood stars, all these sorts of things, Sylvester Stallone has openly been on growth hormone for decades, right? He's like pushing 70 now, or maybe in his 70s now, and he does not look it. I'm sure he's had work done and all that other sort of stuff, but, he's in good shape. He's muscular and trim, and I'm sure, and he's been caught with, briefcases full of growth hormone before coming back from overseas. I think he was actually coming from Australia. It was like 20 years ago, which is funny because it's extremely hyper-regulated here. And it should be, it can really cause harm, but it's harder to get. It's more restricted here than it would be in America. So it's funny that he had to go to Australia to bring it back. But, that's all going to make a difference, So get away from the lights, turn on these things, get away from screens, don't watch TV late at night, get off your damn phone, and, get those blue light blocking glasses. They help. They make a big difference. And they'll help you, sort of have your brain switch off so that it's not thinking, oh, it's high noon, I guess we got to wake up now. You don't want that. So those are all things, and melatonin can help reset that circadian rhythm. But remember, melatonin only works if the lights are off. And so if the lights are on, it will drive that out of your brain. It's really important too. Melatonin is your brain's primary antioxidant. It's very important, and not just for sleep. And in fact, bats secrete melatonin at night too when they wake up, right? So nocturnal animals will also secrete melatonin. It's a light thing. It's not necessarily a sleep-wake thing. It's a circadian rhythm thing. It turns on the different hormones at the appropriate times, and again, it cleans up your brain. And so just remember that. So those are some things to do. And yeah, melatonin can definitely be helpful. And hopefully that's that helps. Obviously, dealing with stress is a big one too. But, just the light hygiene thing is a big one.